Super buffing back on track. We reacted to Stereo Extremeness. Now we're moving on to the next one in the series.
What if back on track, the true easiest Geometry Dash level was an extreme demon? With the power of club step monsters, frame perfect timings, and crazy gimmicks, we're gonna turn back on track from this into this. What's crack-a-lackin'? I already got a copy.
That was just the quadruple spike, no?
Back on track ready, so let's just get right into it. So first off, we have this jump, if you could even call it that, because it's auto. So I think—
Are you gonna do the whole series? If y'all keep enjoying it, I'll keep doing it. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to do the whole Vortrox series.
we should do some trolling. And now, it's impossible, unless of course you do this. And that's what you have to do to get past it now. I'm even adding these for some extra timing. So now you have to hit the direct center of the jump pad, because too early, and you hit that. Too late, and you hit that. But if you get it just in the middle, you live. And yeah,
I've never had to do the jumps where like it's not about timing the jump exiting in the ground, it's about timing the jump, the landing of the jump. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's super high level gameplay. I was seeing that a bit when we were reacting to Glungus Adventures. That's like a whole part of Cube I feel like I haven't personally experienced that much with my level of gameplay.
This is completely impossible, so let's just fix that up. Oh my god, I keep making it too hard. Oh my god, is it possible now?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Thank you, thank you. So now let's just club stepify this. Club stepification complete. So let's think, how do I turn this into an extreme demon? I think I have a funky idea for this. I have made a fake block. And I have a pre-made fake spike to throw in the level. So I'm gonna pull Indiana Jones and swap this
Lego
for the fake. Then I'm making these spikes fake, adding an invisible block here. To make stuff invisible, just use an alpha trigger and do this. And boom, we have quite a shenanigan going on here.
I know that I'm not a level creator, but an alpha channel, usually in like Photoshop and that kind of stuff, an alpha channel allows you to make things transparent. I don't know like the actual reasoning behind the etymology of using the word alpha, but I'm guessing it's just that.
So it goes like this. Jump
W
into
knowledge.
the fake spikes, jump up onto the fake block, and make it through the other fake block. Don't you?
Should I make a level, y'all? The more we watch these like Vortrox videos, the more I'm like, I should just make a level. Like some stream, we should just do that as a random segment.
Just love fakes. I have a goofy idea, so I'm gonna go to my—
Like I get burnt out on Bloodbath one of these days, we should just rip a level. And like I can ask chat for like, what should we do here?
Exactly's level. And just steal one of the world's hardest jumps. And I'm gonna throw
That'll be on the horizon.
that jump into here.
Classic clip.
And boom, the world's hardest jump has been implemented into extreme on track. But the funny part is it's actually really easy. All you have to do is just hold after falling down here. So it's basically a free jump, to be honest.
Oh, is this just a lot of spikes? I didn't realize that. Wow, I only just now put that together. I've seen that speed clip like 300 times.
I think here I'm gonna add a black orb, move this over a little bit. I'm gonna put that there. So if you just hit this pad, you just die on this spike. However, if you hit the black orb, you can jump over it. So it's just a little timing challenge, basically. And ooh, I'm actually gonna add these. That way you have to hit it like immediately. So I'm gonna add this mini portal here, and then add like a weird little timing challenge.
What's the difficulty of this? What's it called? Buff on track? What, like, what's the ranking of this? Is it on the Extreme Demon list?
But the reason I'm putting this in is because it actually syncs. You know what I mean? I think I can actually get away with putting a—
Okay, so this one's not rated. So Stereo Extremeness is rated, this one's not rated. Gotcha.
I think I could put even more to make this a little bit of a tighter jump.
Oh, you need deco for a level to be rated? I didn't know that.
It's gotta be an extreme demon. I'm gonna take some inspiration from the last—
But it's way harder? Gotcha.
So now we have that little fun challenge.
Does he have any plans to get this one decoed?
Make this even harder. So if you hit the blue orb late, you just kind of slam down instead of jumping like you're supposed to.
Oh, he didn't even verify it yet. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Nope.
So I made this fun little guy, and we're gonna name him Bedin Von Truck. Everybody say, greetings, Bedin Von Truck.
Yeah, I know he's grinding Cycles X right now. That's part of like why I want to watch the whole series and get up to date so I can just be in the know.
I'm gonna do another troll for this. So I have these spikes here because I noticed the pads, if you hit them, you just bounce perfectly. So I think it'd be funny if after all this, you could just bounce on the pads and not have to do anything. I'm even gonna make it look harder with these. So I think I'm gonna put a double—
Yeah, I'm excited for the Cycles video.
So basically, instead of one orb, there's gonna be two. So using the mouse and the space bar, you can click twice. If you just try to jitter click, it'll probably fail because you just go up in the ceiling. But don't worry, it is possible on mobile. I'm even gonna make it look a little more—
Is that common in Geometry Dash to use two different inputs? You just mentioned using mouse and spacebar.
more intimidating with this structure. And you may be thinking, can't you just jump past and skip it? Well, yeah, but I have a strategy to fix that. So I'm gonna add this spike here. I'm gonna turn it invisible.
Do I have to learn how to use double inputs? No.
And I'm gonna assign it to its own group.
It's fun?
Using
Oh,
this little
okay.
weird square orb, I can use edit special, target group ID 2. So this acts as a toggle
Oh,
trigger.
both bound to player
I'm also
one.
gonna turn this invisible so you don't see it.
It's kind of like how we have a second jump button in Celeste. The ball knowers know it.
So I'll leave it visible for now. So if you try to jump and skip that, you'll just die, of course. But if you click the orbs, it goes away. Because this square orb, you don't have to tap it on its own. If it's above another orb, if you click once, it'll activate it, the square one as well. So I'm gonna make this invisible so you don't see it. And yeah, there you go. That's how you make it so you can't skip orbs in your gameplay. So for this, I'm putting a blue orb in the block. So if you try to jump, then jump again, you just fly into that and die. But if you hold, you jump over it. Because you can't hold and then hit an orb if you've already jumped. So it's just a little challenge. So this is impossible for the mini cube because you just hit this spike right here. And I think I have an interesting idea for this actually. So I'm gonna add this little H block here. So if you slam the cube on this, you don't die. So now, if you jump into
What's
that,
an H block? Wait, what?
Then I'm gonna make it go back into full size. So I think here I'm gonna add one of these evil frame perfect jumps. However, I'm nerfing it a little bit just to look out for my mobile audience. So now I'm gonna add some more spikes. Just litter spikes everywhere, because that's a strategy with this.
Oh.
All things good.
Wait, can you not usually hit your head on blocks without that?
Grab all of these black spikes, and I'm just gonna move them a layer up.
Wait, what happens with block? Do you just go through them? That doesn't make sense.
Because they just look weird.
Oh, because you would usually die on collision. Wait, I didn't think that through. Oh, that makes sense. Okay,
When,
right.
Some of the lines are above
I got
them
you.
and some are under. Like, I don't know why it does that, but I'm fixing it. Even gonna put
For
one
some
in
reason, I thought that every single block when you hit your head against it did that, but I guess it doesn't. Yeah. Huh.
Like a little trolling. So you have to jump really low in order to not die there.
Yeah.
What the? So we have this invisible platform here for when you jump over that. I'm just gonna put a blue orb here, I guess. So then you just like jump on it or something. Actually, I have an idea. I'll put another one here. So then you jump over that, and then you boom, boom. You might die actually.
The way he builds levels is kind of like, this is going to be for some of the unks in chat, but y'all know Line Rider? A lot of level building is just based on like the trajectory that your guy ends up going. I thought that was interesting in this previous clip. He was just like, oh, okay, this is the trajectory of my guy after I hit this orb, so I'll just add an orb in that trajectory. Maybe that's how you build. Maybe that's a healthy tip for how you build Geometry Dash levels. You're just like, okay, well, if this obstacle is sending the guy in this direction, then I'll just add another thing that's in that direction. I hadn't really thought about that. Maybe that makes level design a little more intuitive than I've always thought of it being, at least the layout.
Boom, it is possible.
Yeah, you usually want to do that. I feel like that's a good way to make your level actually have flow, right? Because if you don't do that, I think that's where you get the disjointed, weird feeling levels.
So hit this one.
Or if you don't do some semblance of that.
Late and this one super early. It's like a really weird timing. I think I'm gonna leave it in though. So I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of spikes everywhere, and then
that demystifies a bit of level building for me.
Put one of my fake spikes here. And then I'm gonna make it so you have to jump.
Because I like, as someone with no experience, I'm always looking at it holistically, right? And it's like the same thing. If you're a musician or like a music producer, and you look at like a final mastered track by itself, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But if you look at the individual components that build it out, it suddenly makes a lot more sense. That's cool. Dang, I kind of want to build a level even more now.
Late, so I'm gonna put these here. So for this part, you have to hit late on the blocks, but for this, I'm gonna make it so you have to hit early. That way, you can't just like hold and just jump all the way over. Honestly, I feel like this part is too easy, but I can't really think of how to buff it. I don't want to just spam double clicks everywhere, so you know what? I'll just leave it until I think of something. Let's just move on to this. So I think to super buff this, I'm gonna put some pink orbs here, and I think for this, I'm gonna use a little trick. So I'm gonna put this here. Because if you hit these...
Building GD levels is harder than it looks.
But I believe
it looks hard to me. It already looks very difficult. I would believe that it looks even harder than it already looks.
Yeah, it transfers all of the momentum into this pink orb and kind of like negates the effect of the yellow pad. So for a little added challenge, I added this in. Okay, real quick, I need to complain about something. So I gotta say, Back on Track is probably my least favorite level now.
Oh, like
this level is actually so boring. The entire thing is basically just on the ground.
Do y'all agree, chat? Do you think I mean, to be honest, I don't remember Back on Track that well. Stereo Madness is very memorable for me. I really don't remember this level that much. I feel like a lot of the earlier levels, like between Stereo Madness and kind of like Can't Let Go, are kind of like this.
These half slabs everywhere, structures like this spammed everywhere. And it's literally just for the entire pre-drop, it's like the same thing over and over again. And then, oh, there's a ship part. Wow, this is the cool ship part. Oh, wait, it's over. It's like 10 seconds long. If it's
Do you remember Dry Out? I don't remember most of these levels until like I'm looking at them. But yes, I remember Dry Out because that was the one where I had to do the hold, which I still think is stupid to this day. Most levels, you don't have to do a hold like that.
Like pyramid-looking structure things. I don't even know what to call it. Look at the coin.
Like actually, you know, screw Dry Out.
What is that? And then after that, what do you know? It's more of the same exact freaking cube gameplay. But oh,
yeah, Dry Out was my first roadblock because like no other level really does that. It's so non-intuitive. The whole I've talked about this before. Every other level is like individual clicks, and then suddenly in Dry Out, it's like, oh, you actually just have to hold and have it auto jump.
It's okay because look, it goes blue.
But like nothing to you as a player tells you that. Like I had people in my chat telling me that. I would have never guessed that by myself.
At the end, this level's so boring. No wonder it's so forgettable. I'm really gonna.
Yeah, it kills the purpose of the one button game gimmick. Look, it's fine if other online levels do that. I'm saying that like I think that's like a dumb thing. Like I don't like that.
I have to be creative if I'm gonna make this level interesting. Like, come on, just listen to this. Like, there's a whole beat switch in this song, and it just continues with the same exact thing as before. This level is so boring. I think I have an idea of how I could spruce this up. I'm gonna make a custom game mode. So I'm gonna assign
You could argue the ship game mode is the same along with Wave and Robot. That doesn't make sense to me.
this to a new group. Then I'm gonna add a move trigger. Target group 3.
You literally have a grouping of jumps where if you hold down the key, the game just plays it for you. I don't know. In Cube, it's dumb. I don't know what to tell you.
Then I'll add a follow player Y trigger, also target 3. And the final step to this game mode is to select the black orb, edit special, allow multi-activate. So now you have a custom slam game mode, so you click in the air and you slam down. So that way we could spice this up a little bit. And also, on the beat switch, I'm gonna add a color trigger because it's really bothering me. So I'm just gonna make it get darker. Yeah, that's cool. Just adding an interrobang because why not? But I think I'm gonna.
Oh, what? An interrobang? My alarm just went off. Remind me to go live in 10 minutes, chat. Oh, is that just like exclamation point question mark? I've never heard of that.
After that jump. Yeah, that's a nice stupid.
Interrobang?
If you just hit them, I'm pretty sure you won't make it. Yeah, you just die. But if you hit them and then black orb.
Huh.
That's a fun little challenge. The sync is immaculate.
Learn something new every day.
Think of a weird idea for this actually. Yeah, so there's a weird glitch where if you hit a black orb like right before a portal, it like almost acts as a green orb. Yeah, and to make this sync even more, I'm gonna make it so after this, like you click after hitting this, so it like syncs to the song.
Nice.
Yeah, it's perfect. I'm just spamming these everywhere. I don't even know why. Bruh. Okay, the black orb in this ship is gonna be a problem. But you know, maybe I could actually work with it. So I'm pretty sure it would be impossible to just fly into this little gap, so you would have to hit the black orb. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I like that. I've never seen any gameplay like this before. So I'm gonna add a stop trigger here just to get rid of the black orb. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how stop triggers work, because that did not work. So, Bruh. Are you serious?
What's a stop trigger? Help me.
Serious, Rob Top? What is this gonna help me with? I'll just use a toggle trigger. So now we gotta super buff these structures. So first of all, we gotta spam spikes everywhere. You know what? I think I have an idea.
It stops other triggers. I need to watch like a video or something explaining all these different triggers.
For this actually.
Stop. Wait a minute.
It kind of like stops for a second with the ship and then it like kicks in. Something when it kicks in, I'll actually put some wave gameplay in to switch it up. That way I can make this even tighter. I think to spice up this part, I'm gonna add these. Honestly, this looks a little bit too hectic. I think we're just gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm feeling particularly evil today. So let's see this beautiful gameplay. Simply beautiful. Honestly, this is too easy. This whole little corridor has to truly be a death corridor. Ooh, actually, I have an idea. The idea is, after this whole thing, you have to go up and get into full size. Otherwise, this whole corridor will be way harder if you're still mini. That's a little too hard. Okay, now this is just starting to look like Crystal Edge. I think I have a bit of my idea. So I feel like just spamming through this 2-block corridor as wave isn't that much fun. So I'm gonna keep this like go up to the portal idea, but instead of a green portal, I'm gonna put in a ship portal. Then I'll put in this little black orb. Wait. So I actually know a fix to that bug. So I just have to move this down, assign it to a new group. So I'm at a move trigger way earlier. I'm gonna move it up 50 steps, which is equivalent to 5 blocks. So, bro, why didn't that work? It's on 4, that's why. So now it's on the right group. And now it moves up, but it still keeps the properties as if it was down here. So that's a little bit of a fun trick you can use to fix some weird gameplay bugs you might have. And now I can buff it a little bit since it's not wave anymore. I'm actually gonna buff it a lot of it. So now I have to figure out how to buff this beautiful last part. And when I say beautiful, I'm lying, because it's literally just another boring, repetitive cube part, just like the rest of the level. So now I have to come up with a...
I feel like that's the hard thing about this level is that, I mean, I think he already said this earlier on, but like, you know, he's adding wave, he's adding all these other pieces of flavor just because vanilla back on track is just kind of plain Jane, plain and simple.
Another crazy gimmick to make this interesting. And I think I have an idea. So this is going to be a lot of work, but I decided it would be cool, so let me just show what I mean. So I'm adding like these weird link block.
Vortrox is hating so much. You mean on back on track? I mean, I could see as a level designer just not feeling very inspired by this one, to be honest. I don't think he's necessarily saying it's a bad level or anything, just like a little uninspiring.
I'm just gonna get rid of this platform and add
I see that, man.
a yellow orb in. You guys will see where I'm going with this in a minute. I have a wonky idea for this. So move down 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks to the right. So now, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. I like that. So it's honestly really easy in its current state, so I need to buff it quite a bit. This is going to be an extreme demon. So in true trolling fashion, we're going to add an invisible block here on the spike, so you have to jump on the spike.
Dude, I didn't know Vortrox was British.
You know what? I feel like playing it in normal mode, the orbs look like small. I don't know why.
It's the second level of the game, and update 1.0, what was Rob supposed to do? Dude, I don't think it's that deep, man. I think he's genuinely, he's not saying the level's bad. I don't think you got to get super defensive on back on track's part. He's just saying like, it's not his favorite cup of tea. Like, it's okay, you know?
But I think I know how to fix that by giving myself even more work. So if you remember from earlier, I explained how these square orbs work. Well, they actually have another use. Let me get the regular orb out. It's on group 5, and I'm also going to add it to group 1, which is the invisible group. So now the orb is square, and I'll put this on group 5 so it moves with the orb. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, I believe it's done. Let's see what it looks like on normal mode. Oh, they're still small. Whatever, I think they look cooler though. I have another fun idea. Oh my god, this is gonna be really cool. So I'm putting in the 3 paths you have to pick from in order to get this jump correct. This is gonna be a lot of trigger work, but it's gonna be cool. But hey man, that's what you gotta do when you have a boring level like back on track. Alright, making this part
Okay, that one was a little extra salt in the wound. I'll give you that one.
was just a lot of boring trial and error with
That one was a little more blatant.
triggers, so I'll spare you that. So here's the final result. You know, this section's actually really coming along. I like it so far. I think I'm actually gonna add another club step monster right here. No, not you, Baron Von Track. This guy. Junior. I'm actually gonna put that in. That's really funny. There you go. I said a little ominous black cloud there. In all honesty, this part is not that difficult at all. But I just like all the gimmicks, so I'm just gonna stick with it. I think it's fun. That's the whole point of this super buffing series anyway, just to have fun. And make really difficult, stupid, fun, not so fun levels. God, this pink is so...
BTW, love your streams, bro.
Yo, LLX Crow, thanks for the £5, 5 francs.
Like
W
excruciatingly
Dono.
gray. I'm so happy it goes blue at the end. This gameplay segment right here is actually inspired by Devin2003, who I'd say is probably my favorite creator in all of Geometry Dash history. So once you let go, you jump. Yeah. Pretty funny gimmick. I wonder what the smallest micro click possible is. That's so stupid. I'm just gonna keep it in. So I think I'm gonna make a little trademark in this series. So in Stereo Extremeness, I had this weird like building looking structure with the flag that said sub to Vortrox because you should subscribe to Vortrox.
Guys, you should subscribe to Vortrox. You should subscribe to Vortrox. You should... Sorry. Whoa.
So I'm gonna implement this flag into back on extreme or extreme on track or buff on
It's not a Vortrox super buffing video without a robot section. Robot goes pretty hard,
track,
bro.
whatever I decide to name it. So I think this structure right here is gonna be my victim. So like what Tride said, he made a video playing Stereo Extremeness and you said
Sub 2 Vortrox? True. How do you do this jump? Oh, you can land on the flag. Okay. You have to hit the subscribe button. I respect that. I respect that.
So normally if you were to jump into this, you just hit your head and die. But I'm pretty sure if you put the H blocks in, you kind of like scrape against the wall and just keep going up. Yeah, you do. Okay, cool. It's a weird little gameplay mechanic, but I'm gonna work with it. And I think that might be enough gimmicks for now. For like a final challenge, I'm gonna extend these spikes outwards, so if you hit this too early, you'll die on this spike. This spike may end up being some people's enemy. I think I'm gonna upgrade this part a little bit. It looks kind of empty. So I'm just gonna make this into a clip-step monster, because we love clip-step monsters. I'm gonna do blue eyes because this part's like the only blue part of the entire level. Guys, I've had a realization. So if you watched my last video about super buffing Stereo Madness,
I did.
You would remember Fitzgerald because like
Yes.
hundreds of you commented, "Hello, Fitzgerald." But I think we have to put this guy in every single level I super
Nice
buff somehow.
cameo.
So let's try to find a way. I'm thinking this looks like the most empty part of the level. So let's try to implement our boy Fitzgerald in this somehow. And
Wait,
we've
that's
done it.
cool.
Once again, I need you all to comment, "Hello, Fitzgerald."
W engagement bait?
Fitzgerald is physically impossible, so let me just nerf Fitzgerald a little bit. Fitzgerald is just too overpowered, guys. So I decided to recreate the back on track cubes. That felt very appropriate. And I replaced the creeper because it's kind of like the Guardian from Minecraft, so yeah. So yeah, I made a bunch of visual adjustments, and I think it's time to showcase the level.
Okay. Dude, I don't know, like... Looking at this, it's just so confusing. Maybe I haven't played like enough levels with kind of like trollish gameplay. Like the fact that there's a bunch of fakes and stuff in these levels is like confusing, bro. I know that's the whole point of fakes, but I don't know if I like fakes, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know how else you would super buff stuff without having like at least a few troll things like that. This is very gimmicky compared to some others. Okay, good. That's kind of what I was, I think, kind of veering towards. I like honest gameplay. You know what I'm saying? I think I've said this on stream before. I like mechanical difficulty that stares you down the barrel right in the face and is like, hey, big fella, this is really hard, but I'm fair and honest, you know? Versus the more trolly and gimmicky stuff, I'm like, all right, I'll take or leave it, you know? I'll take or leave it. Oh, nah, Teej beat Wamba already? Isn't that like top 10 or something? We talked about that recently.
Track is now uploaded to my account, so go give it a try. If you guys make any progress or even try to beat it, upload it on YouTube and I might give you a shout out. Thank you so much.
Has anyone beaten Buff on Track?
Like and subscribe as it would help me out a lot. Have a fantastic
Be sure to like and subscribe because it would help Vortrox out a lot. Also, like and subscribe to me because it would help me out a lot.
day.
Also, have a fantastic day. Sorry, I didn't finish the last second of the video. All right. Okay, I think that's fair. I think Stereo Extremeness was a little more of like a knock out of the park, right? We can all agree with that. But yeah, I mean, that's just a chill little Vortrox vid, man. Just a chill little Vortrox vid. I will agree with Vortrox. I think back on, like, I know we had some people in chat who are surprisingly back on track, ride or dies. I didn't know so many people had such passionate feelings about these early levels. Cause like I played back on track and like I beat it so quickly that I honestly don't even remember it that much. That's not a flex. That's just a truth. Like I started playing Geometry Dash on stream months ago and I kind of just blinked through a lot of those earlier Rob Top levels. I never had much reverence for them. But I think I would kind of favor Vortrox's opinion. I could see that if you're approaching this from like a how do I make this level more interesting than it already is perspective, that's probably an easier task when the level is already inherently kind of like it has a lot more going on for it, okay? This isn't a criticism of Back on Track. It's just like, obviously on levels where there are a bunch of mixes and matches of game modes, as well as different flows to it and different stuff happening, it's a little easier as a creative to get inspired by those changes to then add your own little like flair to it. You know what I'm saying? This one's it's pretty cut and dry, you know? But yeah, that was another W React. Let me know if you want me to keep watching this super buffing series. I'm having a good time. And I'll see you in the next one. Did you like that? Don't even pretend like you didn't. You made it that far in the video. Well, did you know that I stream Monday through Friday on Twitch and YouTube, and you could catch me live and get to be a part of the experience when it happens? Also, if you don't care about that, or otherwise you want to see more of the video that you just watched, link in the description to watch the full VOD. Do that, please. I have a black eye because I play basketball sometimes. Bye. Oh.